What's up, Team No Limits? How are you? Happy, what the hell is today? Thursday. I don't know what day it is. Happy Thursday. I am just making myself an energized mocktail while I wait and see if anybody's around at 2 o'clock on a random Thursday, because I just decided today, after seeing some of your questions and your posts, to go live. I had time today, and once the weekend hits, I don't have a lot of time, and I don't have time on Mondays, so I'm doing it now. But I'm making an energized mocktail courtesy of one of my coaches, Nicole. It is 1 shot of lemon energize and black cherry seltzer. It is debomb.com. Hey, Chris. Us Kristens have to stick together making a mocktail. I don't know if anyone's around, so I'm just going to start talking because I might just talk for a while. But this is the mocktail. It's so delicious. And I usually drink these in the afternoon as a little pick-me-up. All right, so I wanted to talk to you guys about nutrition because it's not, just a part of the, it's not just a part of the puzzle. It's like the main part of the puzzle. Guys, we are a health and fitness company. Beachbody started with fitness, but then they added in nutrition later on because they realized that nutrition is the thing that people struggle with the most, right? And I think we can all agree on that. I mean, that was been my struggle for most of my young adult life. I was an emotional eater. I struggled with negative body image. I mean, all of it. I've done every fad, every diet pills. I did all of it. Have you ever done the banana hot dog diet? Don't recommend it. Anyway, so after all these years, we realized that nutrition and fitness go hand in hand. I say this all the time. I feel like you can work out till the cows come home, but if your nutrition is not in check, you are not gonna get results and you're wasting your time, right? It's very easy for us to hit play on, on a 30-minute workout, but what are we doing the other 23 and a half hours of our day, whatever goes in our mouth, right? So I'm gonna just share with you guys a little bit about the 2 nutrition programs that Beachbody has. I don't know who in here has used them, but our challenge packs don't come with the actual programs anymore. However, you do have access to the Fixate show, which comes with BOD, and it is amazing. It has amazing resources, amazing recipes, and I don't think a lot of people realize that. So if you got the containers, right? Back in 2015, the 21-day fix was released and the world exploded. Beachbody exploded because of these little containers. These are portion control containers and each color represents a food group. We don't leave food groups out. And I want to explain something here because it's really important that you understand this. In this day and age, we are bombarded with different kinds of diets. First of all, I hate the word diet, and the sooner we all learn to get the word diet out of our vocabulary, the happier we're gonna be. We really wanna learn about what's doable, what is sustainable for the long term. If you have to ask yourself, like if you're going to try the keto diet, which I tried it a couple years ago myself, if you're gonna ask yourself, can I be eating cream cheese bombs and tons of bacon for the rest of my life? The answer is, I'll die. You will die of a heart attack at some point, right? So it's not sustainable for the long term. And you have to realize, especially as we get older, I'm 43 now, so all the things that I have done in the past have really messed with my metabolism. When I did keto, I did get good results, but I messed up my metabolism so bad that when I got back to eating normal again, it was really hard for me to lose weight again. So it's really important to think what's sustainable, what's doable, what does a healthy lifestyle look like where you do not feel deprived? Because as women, and I know it's a majority of women are in here, and men too, we get caught in a vicious cycle, right? Like we eat something we're not supposed to, eat a piece of cheesecake, which is delicious, right? And then you're guilty. You feel bad, you're angry at yourself. You might do a double workout the next day and make yourself eat greens for the whole day and punish yourself. We have to stop that. We have to understand that that's called living, right? If we understand and we go into this with the 80-20 balance rule, right? 80% of the time to 90% of the time, we're eating good, healthy, clean foods, right? We're fueling our body the way it was meant to be fueled. And then 20% of the time, enjoy your life, right? Like I I'm a Prosecco drinker. Every weekend I have at least one glass of Prosecco when we go out to dinner, and I love my dessert. I can eat a healthy salad in between that and maintain some sort of balance. And that's kind of how I've started to live. I will say this. I have been in 2 test groups. Hold on, let me drink my mocktail. I've been in 2 test groups. I was in the Core de Force test group with Joel and Jericho, and I was in the Lift 4 test group with Joel. Dave, my husband, was in the Masters Hammer and Chisel test group with Sagi and Autumn. And we both got ridiculous results using the containers when we followed them the way they were supposed to be followed. When I first started this, I was eating really healthy, or so I thought. But once I got these and it taught me what proper portions should look like, everything changed. I was just eating a little too much of everything. And once I started to get control of how much I should have been eating in a day and then calling it a day, that's when I started to get results. So these little containers are genius. If you're looking for something that's like structured, that's gonna tell you exactly what to do, exactly how much to eat, this is what you do, because this really works. I mean, people have lost thousands and thousands of pounds by using portion control. And again, you're not taking anything out of your diet, because we have to understand also, hey Nora, we have to understand also that when we diet, okay, we're changing what we're actually putting into our mouths, right? And we're dieting because we're struggling with food somewhere, right? Or we have been for all these years, but we never actually change our mindset around food. And when we don't change the mindset and we just remove something or add something into our diets, we're not actually changing any of the way we think about it. And when you can't change that, guess what? Eventually, you're not doing that diet anymore, because they all fade, right? Diets are not realistic. You're gonna go back to your old ways, which is why so many people yo-yo, right? Why we've been on diets all of our life, and we're now in our 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, right? And we're like, crap, I gotta figure this out. So I really feel like our nutrition programs are geared towards teaching you how to have a healthy relationship with food. Now the 2B mindset, okay, so let me just go back. So the containers, you can get, they're just gonna teach you how to use proper portion. It's a structured program, and it's you're gonna fall into a bracket, and it's gonna tell you how many of each container you get. And I remember when this first came out, like everybody's like, I'm gonna starve to death, right? Because this is like a carb, right? This is a yellow, and I'm like, if I could shove a cupcake into this yellow container, then I can eat it. That's what they said. If you can fit it in the container, you can eat it. They didn't mean, things like pizza and cupcake. However, you do get a few of each color every single day. So you create meals from them. There are so many resources that come along with the Ultimate Portion Fix that tell you exactly what to eat. And like, this is the tally sheet I use to just tally how many containers I'm eating in my day. Once I've tallied everything that I'm supposed to have for that day, my 4 greens, my 4 reds, my 2 yellows, my 2 purples. And again, these are all food groups, veggies and fruits and proteins and carbs and healthy fats. And your teaspoon are like oils and nut butters and things like that. Once I've tallied that all, I'm done. That's it. That's all I'm eating for the day, right? And when you track, you get better results. I mean, it's like with anything in life. If you start to track what you're eating in a day, every single day, you're gonna be getting information. And that brings me to 2B mindset. So the 2B mindset, I think, is genius. This was created, and by the way, all of our programs are created by nutrition experts. This one was created by a nutritionist who lost 100 pounds herself. She wanted to find a way where she didn't feel deprived, right? Because when we diet, we deprive ourselves of something, right? And then if we have it, we feel guilty and we punish ourselves, and we want to stop that cycle. But she addresses mindset in this program. She addresses how our bodies work. Now, this is what I was talking about before. When you address your mindset around food and have a healthy relationship with food, you're gonna feel like you're finally free. You're gonna feel in control once and for all. And 2B Mindset did that for me, because for a while we were using the containers. They worked great. We got great results when we did our test groups. And then Dave, my husband, was struggling last year doing the containers, following them religiously. He just wasn't losing anymore. He had a little belly. We didn't know why. So we're like, you know what, let's change it up. Because if you're plateauing right now with your fitness, or you haven't gotten much results, it's definitely your nutrition, because it really is true. Abs really are made in the kitchen. It has nothing to do with core work. I mean, it helps, of course, but your nutrition is the number one thing that once you get that in check, it really doesn't matter what workout program you're doing. You're going to get results, right? So the 2B mindset addresses how you feel emotionally around food. And this was something that I needed to understand. So you use a tracker every single day in this program, and it tracks. So this is based on a plated system. So while the containers are more structured, right? You're literally being told you get 4 servings of vegetables a day, right? And you'll measure out your vegetables, you'll pour them in your plate, and you'll understand what proper portions look like. So the 2B mindset is based on a plated system. So you'll see there's pictures of plates for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack, right? And it breaks it down for you. This is done by food groups, and so is this, but it's a little different, right? So the difference is this. She has veggies as her main part of this program, and water, okay? Because she says the more water you drink, the more weight you lose. And the key with this, and it works for everybody who works it, trust me, is you have to earn your food by drinking 16 ounces of water before you actually eat it. Same thing with your morning coffee, right? You have to, because coffee dehydrates you, and this will rehydrate you. So the more water you drink, the more satiated you feel, the less you're gonna eat. All right, it's like all scientific. And you feel, when you feel full, you don't feel deprived, or you don't feel like you need to go reach for the M&Ms that are in your pantry right now that you reached for yesterday. That would be me. But anyway, so the tracker teaches you what your plates should look like. So 2B mindset is a little more loosey-goosey than the containers. So that's why when I help people kind of pick which one to go with, I kind of go by like, what's your personality? Like, do you need someone to say to you, you can only eat 2 fruits a day and this is how much you get? Or, you know, can you fill your plate and look at it and kind of get an idea and kind of go by that? So it's a little bit more loosey-goosey because you're gonna just look at your plate. You're not counting calories. You're actually, none of these, you're not counting calories. You don't have to count any of that stuff. You don't have to do macros. And I've done that too. When I did the Live 4 program, that was based on macros. Oddly enough, when I did Core de Force, I was on plan A using these strict. I did no treat meals, nothing. When I did Live 4, I did this on plan B. I upped, because I was using weights, I upped my plan, and Joel is very big into teaching us how to have treat meals. Not cheat meals, because that's a negative word, right? But to treat yourself every week. He said, plan it out and fully enjoy it, because Joel, that's how Joel lives. Joel's a drinker. He loves to eat. You know, we went out to dinner with him a few weeks ago. He has his whiskey. I mean, he can drink. The guy can drink. But that's what that was about. And then when I did the macros, and I was actually writing them out in this book, oddly enough, the containers, the macros, and the 2B mindset all align together. They're all the same stuff. So it doesn't really matter which way you do it. You're actually going to be kind of doing the same thing in a different format. It's got to be a format that works for your brain, like the way that you process it, you know? So 2B mindset's a really great one for people who are just starting out to lose weight, who feel like this is overwhelming and scary, because I get that. And it's based on 4 different food types, all right? So you have your veggies, because she says that's the most important things, because veggies, the more veggies you eat, the more satiated and filled up they keep you, right? Because veggies have a lot of water, they do have carbs in them, so they will give you energy and they're gonna fill you up. Carbs, you do, what this is breakfast is 50% of your plate is protein, because proteins fill you up and give you energy, right? Or they keep you satiated. 50% carbs, and she calls them fiber-filled carbs. So it's not, sorry, just got a phone call. It's not any carbs. She has lists of the different carbs that you can choose from, but things like, you know, oatmeal, Ezekiel toast, sweet potatoes, things like that. 50% of your plate for breakfast should be a carb, because carbs are meant to give you sustained energy. And when you use the fiber-filled carbs with more fiber in them, it kind of is like slow released energy to give you throughout the day. And when you start your day, especially if you're exercising, you need that energy, right, to get you through the day. So carbs are important. They do have a purpose. They don't have a purpose when you're eating pasta and bread and all of that stuff, you know, at night with your dinner, because carbs are meant to give you energy. You don't need that stuff at dinner time, right? Because you're going to be going to bed. So it teaches you that as you move on through the day, you have less and less carbs, more and more veggies. Veggies are optional with breakfast, but lunch is 50% of your plate is going to be veggies. Sorry, my battery's low. Hope it doesn't die. 25% is a protein because that's going to fill you up. And then 25% is a fiber-filled carb because, again, you want more energy to get through the day. Snacks are optional. I use my shake as my snack every single day, Shakeology. So if you're drinking Shakeology, that is a no-brainer meal every single day. And you could jack that up. I use Power Greens. I use collagen. I use about half a cup of raw spinach as well, because the Power Greens, 1 scoop of the Power Greens, I don't know if you guys have this, but this is how you get more greens. Hold on. And we're running low. But 1 scoop, I think, is half. Each serving containing powder has equivalent to 1 cup of green vegetables. All right, so yeah, 1 cup. There you go. So an easy way to get your greens if you don't like to eat that many vegetables, right in your shake. And I use the collagen too, because 43, you know what I mean? So anyway, so then by dinner time, your plate is jacked up with vegetables and 25% protein. So 75% veggies on your plate, it literally should almost be filled, and a 25% protein. So like a turkey burger, chicken burger type of thing, like on a bed of lettuce with like some onions or whatever, and then like a big side of like sauteed broccoli or something. I think it's really simple. And what I started doing was, back in September, a lot of the ladies that I was working with were like, I can work out till the cows come home. I don't know what to eat. I can't lose weight. I'm making the same boring foods over and over again. Healthy food is gross. And I'm like, oh God, no. Like, it's not the case at all. When you really can experiment with different flavors and things like that, fresh herbs and spices, food is amazing. Healthy food is amazing. And if you guys follow me, I started something called the Meal Prep Mama that I've been doing since September. And I meal prep for local ladies here near me. And I make their food for them for the week. I give them breakfasts, I give them lunches, I give them dinners. And it's based off of To Be Mindset. I literally, every week, I like spoon feed these women. And they're down 20 pounds, 15 pounds, 13 pounds. It blows my mind. Some of them don't even work out. The beauty of To Be Mindset is this was created, you don't have to work out with it. This literally can be a starting base for nutrition to just teach you what your plate should look like and how to fill yourself up so you don't feel hungry. Because the more you drink water and the more veggies you eat, the fuller you are, and you're not gonna reach for junk. And you're like, the people that I'm making food for are like, oh my God, I feel like I'm eating comfort food. Like I feel like I'm cheating, like I shouldn't be eating this, but I'm so full. And I'm like, I know. It's the combination of how she does the plates. I'm telling you guys, genius. All right, genius. So this is what my people get every week. This is one of the resources that come with the actual program. And I'm going to show you real quick on my computer, and then I'm going to head out. But it basically is you can map out your meals for the entire week, and you break it down. These are the categories. I didn't even tell you yet. Veggies, protein, FFCs are your carbs, and accessories. So in the Portion Fix, she has you counting things like dressing as a little orange container. Where's that? Dressing, you see how much dressing you get? It's like not a lot. You can't have a big salad with this. And then teaspoons. This is like your fats and things like that. So she's having you measure them out. In this one, in To Be Mindset, you're just listing the accessories. Accessories are anything you add to your food to make it taste good. So a sprinkle of cheese, right? Or olive oil, coconut oil, whatever. Those are the things that that you're writing as your extras. And what you do every day with To Be Mindset that you don't do with the Portion Fix is you're supposed to be weighing yourself every single day. Okay. And that's a new concept for a lot of people. I had a hard time with that too. I'm like, oh no, we weigh ourselves once a week. That's it. But here's the thing. When you're tracking every day in this book, and you weigh in the next day, and you're tracking how much water you drink. You're tracking if you poop, because you got to be regular, right? And Shakeology will do that. Digestive health, put in your Shakeology if you're not pooping regularly. And your amount of sleep you're getting, all of those things affect your weight loss, not just what you're eating. So there's so much, and how much water you drink. So then the next day when you weigh yourself, if you're down, you look back on the day before and you're like, that is a weight loss day. Awesome. Let me repeat it. And you start to see how your body works. Okay, when I drink 3 of these in a day, when I get 7 hours of sleep, when I eat my breakfast, before 9 o'clock or whatever, or when I finish eating dinner at 7 o'clock, those are the things that help your body work best when you go into weight loss mode. And, if you eat out or whatever, just understand, you can control and be like, all right, so tomorrow's not a weight loss day. I know what a weight loss day looks like, so I'm going to get right back to it the following day. That's how you can enjoy your life and not feel deprived. And that's why I think that this program is so freeing for your mindset around food. You can have a really healthy relationship with food once and for all. And I think that is just so important. And it's changed everything for me. It's changed everything for the people that I work with. So I wanted to share that with you. So To Be Mindset, a little more loosey-goosey, Portion Fix, a little more structured if you need someone to kind of just be like, this is what you do, But both of them are amazing programs. They both work amazing in conjunction with our fitness programs. And again, if you're drinking Shakeology with it, you have one less meal to plan. It's just it blows my mind when people are like, I'm not gonna buy Shakeology. It's a meal. So the money that you would spend on Shakeology, which if you're a coach, you get it for like $3 a shake, right? And people are spending $5 to $6 on freaking coffee. Don't get me started, right, Elizabeth? Coffee that does nothing for your body. They have no problem doing that. But when it comes to their internal health, they're not willing to do that. So the shake costs $3. You got to buy food for that meal anyway. It's the same thing. So when people are looking at the price tag of a 30-day thing, if you break it down, $3 per shake, dude, I walk into a Chopped. It's like a salad place near my house, which is amazing. I am paying $20 for 2 salads or $25, something stupid. And I'm like, what? I'm like, this is crazy. And just so you know, Shakeology was created by Carl Daikeler, who's the CEO of Beachbody, his wife. She's a holistic nutritionist, and she was sick for a long period of time, and doctors did not know what was wrong with her. They couldn't figure out. She couldn't walk up steps anymore. She couldn't function, and she was at a loss. They were putting her on all kinds of medication, and she asked a lot of people that she knew who were also into holistic nutrition for help. And they started saying, use this superfood and this superfood and start to heal yourself naturally. So she was in her kitchen literally making concoctions with superfoods that people had recommended to her. And she started to heal her body from the inside out. And doctors were stumped, but she created that's how Shakeology came to be. Carl said to her, I need a nutrition component for my fitness company. I need you to do this for me. And she said no at first, because she thought he would change the integrity of what she was making, or she's like, you're just trying to make money off of this. And he's like, I promise you, I will keep it as is, because people are not getting the nutrition that they need on a daily basis. Even with these containers, even with eating 4 servings of vegetables a day, even with eating 75% vegetables with your dinner. Guys, the quality of the food that we're eating, even if it's organic, is not like it used to be. So the nutrients are much weaker. They're not as much. Shakeology will be giving you the nutrients and the minerals and the phytonutrients and all of that amazing stuff that your body actually needs and craves. Because I crave Shakeology, drinking it 10 years now. It gives you that. So it's a no-brainer meal on the go. I drink it when I'm driving my kids around in that late afternoon time when you want to pig out on something while you're making dinner, right? That's what it's done for me. It's helped Dave get off his high blood pressure medications. I mean, it's just so amazing in so many ways. And I love the story behind it. And I don't think enough people know that story. And I just think it just makes it more powerful, right? So anyway, I think I just told you a lot. I wanted to show you when you actually get the program. By the way, when you get it, first of all, if you're a coach, you get your 25% discount. It's nothing. People pay thousands of dollars to go to nutritionists, and this is like $119 or something ridiculous. But the To Be Mindset, they're both video-based programs. So you get all of the videos, and it goes through learning the 2B mindset, asking her questions. There's recipes, there's tons of resources, right? So this is under getting started. But learning the 2B mindset is all of the videos that go with it. Once you get this program, you always own it. It goes under the nutrition tab on BOD. And then the same thing with the Ultimate Portion Fix. It's the same idea. You get videos that you watch. I watched my videos in like 2 days, took notes, and once you learn it, you're like, oh my God, this is freaking amazing. The resources you guys have at the palm of your hands are like, they're everywhere. And I just think that as coaches, we don't share enough about that and the importance of it. Once you get your nutrition in check, everything else falls into place and you really will get amazing results. So if you have any questions, you can put them below. I think I covered a little bit of both of the programs. I'm an advocate for both. And I really think that they just work. And if you're at a plateau, you're not getting the results that you want, it's time to step up and try one of these. And again, go by like what kind of person you are, as far as like you need the structure or you're a little more loosey-goosey. Maybe you need some emotional mindset stuff addressed, because that is addressed in the videos. And I just think it's wonderful. And Alana speaks very calm. She's very soothing. And you get lots of recipes, all veggie-based recipes. And you're gonna learn to love vegetables, because a lot of people are like, I hate vegetables. And I'm like, me too. But when you learn how to make them, I mean, did you guys see my spaghetti squash lasagna? Freaking amazing. Like, it tastes just like pasta with sauce and gooiness. And like, I literally get messages like, I feel like I'm eating comfort foods. I'm like, that's the point, because we should be able to enjoy good, healthy food. And it's like, and it feels good, right? Like, that's how we're meant to be. That's how we're meant to eat. So anyway, questions, you can put them below. I know this was a weird time of day to do this, but I just wanted to get it done and kind of go live in here and just share this with you. And let me know which one you're gonna try if you've never tried it. If you have tried either Portion Fix or the 2B Mindset, 2 Bennies, let me know. I'd like to hear how you did with it. And again, once you get it, like a lot of times people like kind of like, okay, I got this, they do really good with it, and then they shy away from it, or they stop actually measuring with these, which I did for a long time, and I just went back to it in the last 2 weeks because I was like, my weight is creeping up again, I'm working out, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't matter. You have to get control of your nutrition. And all of a sudden, within a couple of days, I already feel back to normal. I'm tracking my food. There is an app, by the way. I just like pen and paper. But there are apps for both of them. You can track everything digitally if that's what you prefer. But anyway, questions, let me know. Have a great day, you guys. You guys are rocking. And thank you for letting me be part of your group, Griffin. I appreciate it. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.